Hello everyone, welcome back to the part 3 of developing a dashboard within the Spotfire for the data called products. So a quick recap in part 1 we saw how to we looked into the couple of tables and created a couple of joins and created a view. And then in the part 2 we have created an information link and access that view, and we are able to access that information link within the Spotfire. So in this session, the data based on this view data, I was able to, this is the data what we saw from the view. So with this sample data, what did I achieved within the Spotfire, we can have a quick look. So there you go guys. So this is how I managed to create a dashboard with this sample data what I have. This is only for the products data and the products information. So it's not that easy, but it's more of like dynamic. So it took some time for me to develop this functionality. So it's kind of more dynamic. So in one report, in one page itself, you can dynamically search or analyze most of the data. So let me walk through this dashboard quickly. So this dashboard, so this initially you look into this first section. This is the text area where I have embedded a couple of filters, and then I have also added a couple of document properties. Using document properties, I use the Multilist filters and all the stuff, right? So so I created a HTML table. So when you look into this HTML editor, I created a HTML table skeleton. It's not no CSS, no JavaScript, it's a plain HTML tags, so I created a base table, and then I decided to create a couple of headers. So I wanted to show this as my column selectors, and this one is like filters, and these are controllers. So what is this column selectors, right? So in the column selector, so basically we can see every bar charts or any visualization. It's a pivot or a table, it's a pivot table or a cross table or a bar chart with it has x-axis and y-axis, right? So let's say if user wants to dynamically change the x-axis, the category axis on the fly. So now I don't want to create a multiple bar charts basically for the different category axis. Instead of that, I created a list filter for those columns which user wants to select dynamically. So let's say now we know that there are 3 different categories we have. One is product, and the product name, product category name, and the product subcategories name, right? So now I would like to, now what you are looking here in the cross table here is you are looking into this product subcategories and their standard cost and the list prices, and then I created the variance amount, which I call it as a profit amount. Like after the product got sold, this is the amount the company will get. So this is the profit amount, and then you can see the quick hierarchy, how the trend is going through. Okay. And then you can also see this is a combination chart what I'm using here. So this combination chart is basically, these two are my this is my yellow is my list price, and then this light purple is my standard cost, but this is my actual profit amount, how the profit amount going through each of these subcategories, right? Now this category axis, let's select, I want to see how is my trend and how is my category is going for this the cross table looks like when I select the product category name, right? So I see that, okay, I can see once I selected my product category name, I can see it only has accessories. Why is that? Because I see in this filter section, by default I have selected accessories, bikes, clothing and other things. So by default I have selected accessories, so it is showing only for the accessories. So I just want to reset that, right? So to reset that, I created controls for the filters. So now I selected this filter. I just want the user wants to click on this button and then the filter will be resetted. So let me click that. So you see this one, it got resetted here. And then there is zoom slider I have added if in case if there is so many more bars and when the report looks more clumsy, then you can use the zoom slider to to analyze this bar charts quick and easy. So you see here, the moment I selected the product category name, I can see all those product categories trends, and here I can see in numbers actually what is my bike standard cost. This is the overall bikes what I have, the standard cost for bikes, right? For all bikes, any bikes, let's say it can be mountain bikes, touring bikes, road bikes, on the standard bikes, all the stuff, right? So this is what the standard price, and you can see the hierarchy for the bikes, and then the components means the components of the bikes, and then the clothings related to the bikes, and then and also like the accessories related to the bikes and all the stuff, right? You can see these are the additional accessories and clothing. These are compared to this, so I can, okay, now I can understand that the whole cost of the price of the bike is really high, because and the accessories would be really less. Also I have hidden the values, I hidden those values for these bar charts. So only when you mark a specific bar chart or specific trend you can see that. Let me click. So if I select this one, right, so I can see individual pieces of this one, what is my list price and what's my profit amount and what is my total amount of the standard cost and the list price together. So if I click only on this line chart, I can see what is my profit amount for each of these categories, right? So now what? So I have added, so also this list, this is a multi-list filter, which means like you can select multiple categorical axes, but I have limited this only to select 2, because if you select more than 2, the report is not looking that great, and then it will be like more hard to read. So let's say if I select the category name and the subcategory name, right, hold control and select 2 of this. What happens if I select more than 2? So it is selecting. What did I do? Did I do something wrong? Did I miss? It's not, it's supposed to. So let me quickly do the change, because I don't want to show, I just want to show only the 2. I just want to put a constraint here saying that please let me select only 2 selections. Okay, now click OK. Now click close. Let's see, 2, 3. See, you see this? It's not letting you select more than 2. It's just 2. So now what you can see here is, since I have selected my category name as first and my subcategory name as next, so you can see this trend is going. This is, of course, this is for all the data, right? So you have it for accessories, bikes, clothing and components. Now I also added one more selectors called measure axis aggregation. So this is what you're seeing. What you're seeing is right now is for the aggregation of sum of standard cost, sum of list price, sum of profit amounts, right? Now you want to see what is the average of that. So all you need to do is just select the average. so it will automatically show you the average of the standard cost for this products and the product subcategories and all the stuff. So you do have some minimum, you have some maximum, what's median. Some cases you may need to use median, but you can select the medium, minimum, maximum, average, and some aggregations. So this will dynamically, based on the small simple selections, you can dynamically do all those aggregations, and then you can dynamically analyze all your dashboard, the entire dashboard. Now I'm pretty much interested in the components right now by looking into this. So I wanted to see what components, what are the types of components I have, what are the subcategories of those components, what are those prices and risk prices, right? So I just click on the components here. You see here, the moment I selected the components, the filters of the components is showing up. So the components, the product category components, the subcategories for that components are only 14 type of subcategories are available, which you can read it from here, which is bottom brackets, bottom brackets, brakes, chains, and other components, forks, sidebars. So but among these, the road frames are like higher in price. The list price is much higher, and but actually when I look into this one, the when my profit amount, so for this mountain frames I am getting more profit amount, I can see by looking into the graph itself. And then also I can see what are the products I have for this component. From this components, what products I have, I can see these are all the list of products are available, right? So now here in this filter section itself, you can select more than 3, more than 2, it's up to you. You can select all of them, you can select only 2 of them, kind of thing, right? So let's say I want to see my bottom brackets, I want to see forks, hold control, I want to see my pedals, road frames. You see how the dashboard is dynamically generating the bar charts, right? So it's up to you how you want to, what type of selections you want to make, right? So you selected all those things and now it's looking really cool. And one more cool feature, let me reset this, and one more cool feature which I have added for these guys is so you don't know until unless you point your mouse here, you don't know whether what type of bar is this, like the yellow color is what, is that list bar or what is that? So for that we do have a legend. So I have created a button, I wrote a small scripting in a Python scripting, so it toggles the legends. It's like when you click on here, it will show you what is what. So this list price is showing, the standard symbol is this one, so it is showing orange or yellow, and then light purple, and then the profit amount is showing in green color. So at any point of time, you can change this bar to the line, and then you can change these visualizations from here itself. So I want to see this as a line, it's not in the bar, so I can click on that. You see the line, how this changes, and then I want to see this one is also a line. I want to put my profit amount into a bar. I need to click on here, so you can see the trend, how the trend is going on. So it's up to the users how they want. It's more like a dynamic way. In one page itself, you can able to analyze most of your data, product information in one glance. So by selecting making the selections of couple of filters and all the stuff, right? So I'm just putting things back here. I can do undo like this, and then I can reset the filters. And what else I am missing? Yeah, so at any time, let's say you selected a specific list of records from here, you are interested in the accessories. From accessories you selected couple of data, so the moment whatever you selected, the corresponding data is showing up over here. So the corresponding data is showing here. So now since it's showing very unable to read this one, so you can use a zoom slider and then it looks a bit better. So probably let's say I just got a couple of things. So the reason it is showing the vertical numbers and the bar charts values as the vertical labels, and then the line the profit amount is showing in the horizontal number. So that's why it's showing up like that. So but if you click on this thing, it will only show the numbers here, which is still fine. Maybe we need to make more adjustments to that, but overall I feel like this is the maximum I can do. But so if you guys really wanted to know in details like how did I created these category access, so based on the selection how this chart axes are getting changed, and how these aggregations are working with my x-axis y-axis column. So how when I click on some, so if you want to know more about the technical and the the functionality, it's working fine. But if you want to know more of the technical, how did I create it, please let me know. I can make another video how did I created these stuff, how did I used Python scripting here, and then I can explain you in the another video also. And also I just wanted to add a couple of points to this. Like I wanted to build the KPIs, but KPIs for these products, but I'm not sure as of now whether if I create a KPI, will it look good. I need to analyze more on the KPI point of views. Till then, if you have any questions or anything, you can comment it, comment down. I can definitely try to help you guys. Okay, cool. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.